can achieve. In live streaming, however, media data flows in one direction from the creators to the viewers. And in this case, the viewers are in a much larger scale, in the order of thousands and millions concurrent viewers for a single stream. At this scale, you need servers and you need a content delivery network to distribute the video data. And we use HTTP-based protocols for delivery. But today I'm going to focus on the ingestion part of live streaming. I'm going to talk about how we use WebRTC as an ingestion protocol. There are different ways creators can do live stream to YouTube. On desktop, initially we have the Stream Now and events-based options to go live. These two options uses RTMP protocol for ingestion. RTMP stands for Real-Time Messaging Protocol. It is a relatively old protocol owned by Adobe, but it is pretty popular. Many streaming providers, hardware encoders support RTMP for live ingestion. But you do need to install a third-party software or use a standalone hardware encoder in order to go live stream. And you also need to do some configuration on those encoders. And this may be too much trouble for some creators who just want to go live very quickly. That's why we added the webcam-based live stream option. This takes the advantage of support for WebRTC. And as a result, users do not need to install any extra software. With a few clicks, they can go live just through the web browser. We also added mobile live streaming on Android and iOS in the YouTube main app. So these are in the native app, not browser-based. And this is also based on WebRTC. Live streaming is especially useful when the creators want to walk around while doing the live stream. So the reason we use WebRTC as an ingestion protocol instead of RTMP in webcam and mobile live stream are, first of all, as I mentioned earlier, it is much easy to set it up because of the browser support. So users do not need to install third-party software or use a hardware encoder. Secondly, WebRTC has very active protocol development. One of the advantage of that is it supports newer codecs such as VP9 and also AV1, as Chad just mentioned. On the other hand, RTMP doesn't have active protocol development, so there's no standard way to add new codecs into it. WebRTC also has end-to-end encryption, which is important, whereas RTMP has limited encryption option. WebRTC is also UDP-based, hence it has low latency, and RTMP is TCP-based and has relatively higher latency. In our experiment, in our mobile live stream, we saw about 20% reduction in latency in WebRTC when compared to RTMP. Another big advantage of WebRTC is that it has built-in bandwidth estimation and adaptive bitrate. This is very useful for mobile live streaming because the network can change very quickly when users move around. So WebRTC will do dynamic resolution change or frame rate change when the network condition changes. When network condition is poor, it will lower the resolution or frame rate. But RTMP doesn't have these features. That's why it is it's not very feasible for to use RTMP under poor network condition, unless you add a very large player buffer, but that will increase latency. So media quality and smoothness in playback and latency are the important metrics we look for in a live stream, and same as a video chat, actually. So in the ideal world, we would want good media quality, low latency, and very smooth playback. but it is very hard to achieve when the network condition is poor. So we need to make trade-offs. WebRTC conditions is pretty aggressive to trade off media quality in order to maintain